Now see exercise 4.2 question based on properties that we discussed in previous lecture. So see question first. Without expanding, evaluate the following determinants. So see first sub question. Here we have to expand this given determinant with the help of property. That means here entries in the first column are 1 1 1. So we try to convert second column entry as 111 or third column entries as 111. So we use the property that the elements of row or elements of column, if row or column are identical, then their determinant value is 0. So here if you observe third column and second column, if we add elements of second column with elements of third column, then we get a plus b plus c. Here we get b plus a plus c, that is a plus b plus c, and for third we get c plus a plus b, that is a plus b plus c. So here we apply property number 6. If a constant multiple of all elements of any row or column is added to the corresponding elements of any other row or column, then the value of new determinant so obtained is same as that of the original determinant. So the operation Ri changes to Ri plus k times Rj does not change the value of the determinant. So here in place of k, we suppose multiply this third column by 1, and that value we add to the column second. So we write here C3 changes to C2 plus C3. So we add corresponding elements of column C2 with corresponding elements of column C3. So see here, when we add C2 with C3, that means we add A with B plus C, we add B with A plus C, we add C with A plus B. So we write here A plus B plus C, B plus A plus C, and here C plus A plus B. That means we add corresponding elements of second column with corresponding elements of third column. Now here a plus b plus c we keep as it is. We rearrange this b plus a plus c as a plus b plus c, and this third c plus a plus b as a plus b plus c. So we can take a plus b plus c common from third column. So we take a plus b plus c from third column and write in determinant with the help of property. If any two rows or a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. So here we take a plus b plus c common from third column. So we write here determinant as element of first column as it is, element of second column as it is, and here from third column we take a plus b plus c common. So we write here in third column 1 1 1. So we use here property third, that is element of first column and element of third column are identical. So we write this determinant as 0. So we write here a plus b plus c into 0, which is equals to 0. So in this way, without expanding, we find the value of this determinant, and value of this determinant we get 0. Now see second sub question. Here elements in first row are 2 3 4, elements in second row are 5 6 8, and elements in third row are 6x 9x and 12x. If you observe the first row elements 2 3 4 and observe the elements of third row 6x 9x 12x, here elements of third row are multiple of 3x. So see here in solution we write given determinant as it is. Here we use property 4. If each element of a row or a column of determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then the value of new determinant is k times the value of given determinants. That means we can multiply by constant to a row or a column. Same way we can take a constant common from a row or from a column. So here from third row we take 3x common. So we write here 3x in determinant. We keep first row element as it is, we keep second row elements as it is, and we take this 3x from third row common. So here if you observe, the elements of first row and elements of third row are identical. So here first row and third row is identical. So we write here with the help of this property third, if any two rows of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. So we write here in determinant in bracket value of this determinant is 0. So 3 into 0 we get 0. So the value of given determinant we calculate as 0 without expanding the determinant with the help of property. Now see third sub question. Entries in the first column are 2, 3, 5. In column 7, 7, 8, 9. And in third column 65, 75, 86. Here first we write given determinant as a determinant D. We multiply this second column elements by 9. So we write here 9 into 7 which is equals to 63, 9 into 8 equals to 72, 9 into 9 which is equals to 81. And if we subtract from this 63 from 65, so 63 minus 65 minus 63 we get 2. Then 75 minus 72 we get 3. 86 minus 81 we get 5. That means if we subtract this column C2 from C3 we get column C1. So we write here operation as C3 changes to C3 minus 9 times C2. So we write here D equals to, so we subtract this element from C3 elements of column C2 by multiplying 9. So you have to write this as, if you observe, the entries in column first and column third are same. That means column 1 and column 3 are identical. So the value of determinant we write 0 with the property 3. If any two rows or a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. So we write here D equals to 0. So in this way we solve sub question 3. Now see question number 2. Prove that the value of this determinant is equals to 2 times value of this determinant. So here elements of first row in LHS are x plus y, y plus z, z plus x. Elements of second row are z plus x plus y, y plus z, and elements of third row are y plus z, z plus x plus y. In RHS, elements of determinant in first row are x, y, z, in second row z, x, y, and in third row y, z, x. So first we consider here LHS, and with the help of LHS we show LHS equals to RHS. So for that we subtract here elements of second column from first column. So we write here x plus y minus y plus z, z plus x minus x plus y, y plus z minus z plus x. Here we keep elements of second column and elements of third column here as it is. So we write here operation as C1 changes to C1 minus C2. Now see here, when we multiply by minus sign to this second bracket, here y get cancel and we write x minus z. So write here elements of first column as x minus z. Then for this second, z plus x minus y, here plus x minus x get cancelled, so we write here z minus y. Then for this third, y plus z minus z plus x, this plus z minus z cancel, and after multiplying by minus sign, this x changes to minus x, so we write here y minus x and keep second column element, third column element as it is. So here we write C1 changes to C1 minus C2. Now second operation, we write here C1 changes to C1 plus C3. That means when we add elements of column first with elements of column third, then this minus z and plus z cancel, minus y plus y get cancel, minus x plus x get cancel. So elements of first column are x plus x twice x, z plus z twice z, y plus y twice y, and elements of second column, elements of third column we keep as it is. Then we take 2 common from first column, so we write 2 in a determinant, elements of first column x, z, y. After taking 2 common, elements of second column, element of third column we keep as it is. Then we write operation C3 changes to C3 minus C1. That means here we write elements in third column. For that we subtract elements of column first from elements of column third. So here x get cancel, then z get cancel, y get cancel. So we write here for this operation z plus x minus x. So plus x minus x get cancel, we write z, y plus z minus z. So this plus z minus z cancel, so we get y. Then x plus y minus y, so plus y minus y get cancel, we get here x. Now we get here elements of first column as x z y, elements of third column as z y x. We required elements of second column as y x z. So for that we subtract here elements of column third from column second, and we have to write these changes in column second. So we write operation as C2 changes to C2 minus C3. So here y plus z minus z, so z get cancel, we get y. Here x plus y minus y, so plus y minus y get cancel, we get x. Then z plus x minus x plus x minus x get cancel, we get z. So we write here, after writing the elements, we say this is value of RHS. So we write here is equals to RHS. So in this way prove LHS equals to RHS.